Mate, do you get the old, Rico, how long are you going to be in there for? Get off your PS4.
No, we have allocated times. Got to keep that balance in the household.
BODGAST. BODGAST.
What's up, vibers? Welcome to episode 9 of the podcast. My name is Formati Fresh, and it is Cook Island Language Week. So this week it's a special podcast, and in studio I'm joined by a couple of amazing Cook Islanders doing astronomical, or whatever word you want to use, in our community, and they are with me here in the Rokawa Vibes studios. Kia ora, boys.
Kia ora tātou katoa toi, te rao mata te tō. Tōku ingoa ko Julius Daniels.
Kia ora tātou katoa toi, te roa ngau te atua. Tōku ingoa ko Rico Tarai.
All right, amazing. And our episode this week, this Cook Island Language Week, is proudly sponsored by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Now, if you want a discount on your next 24-pack of Coca-Cola, get along to their website, and the keyword is the real taste, the real Coke taste. Enter that in, and that will get you 20% off your next Coca-Cola purchase. Oh, all right, now we've got all the officials out the way, boys. Cook Island Language Week. Bro, what a week it's been so far, eh, boys?
Oh, it's amazing.
Hey?
Cook Islands to the world, isn't it?
Oh, tell ya.
Galaxy.
To the galaxy.
To the galaxy.
The best thing I love about our community, they take it all on. They're hearty. If we're hearty Cook Island, everybody else in Tokoro is too. And so it's been amazing to see everyone just embrace our Cook Islands culture and just really go with it.
You know what it is for me about Cook Island Language? It's the food. Hey, it's the food. I've tried to sort of, keep up with the 100 burpees every night. But this week, just been kai everywhere, eh, boys? Hey,
Just everywhere. I just love it. And I'm just like you too. I've been trying to do my burpees, trying to stay fit. But, those mamas in the kitchen, they're just 2 steps ahead of us. Make sure the belly's full, the smile is there. That's all they worry about.
We follow Te Kawa and Kamaya and they're 75 hard, and for us it's very hard. It's very hard as a Cook Island to try and do your 75 hard. So to make it easy for you, just eat the chop suey, eat the mayonnaise, eat the donut, and that's very easy. So you change from 75 hard to 7 days easy.
Hey, you know what it is for me, boys? It's the reading the book while on the treadmill, eh? How do you read a book while you're bloody walking on a treadmill? Hey, that's hard, eh? That's hard.
I think for most of us, it's getting on the treadmill.
Yes, it's the first chapter to get onto the treadmill.
Hey,
we can maybe read the instructions.
75 days to get on the treadmill, eh, boys?
Ooh.
Hey?
Ooh.
Oh, love it. What a week it's been, though. Plenty of activity going on throughout the community. Heaps of stuff going on both our social media platforms. But I suppose today is just about catching up with you two and our viewers, our millions of viewers from around the world, just finding out a little bit more about these 2 Cook Island gentlemen, eh? So, who wants to go first telling us, obviously what island they're from, what village, how many kids they know of, how many, all that sort of stuff. Rico, do you want to go first? Because you're pretty popular with the girls, I hear.
Oh, no. I'm just an average bloke, But, my name is Rico, Te Akatu Ngā Tukurua Tarai. My grandfather, he comes from the mighty island of Mangaya, and so that's where I kind of claim where I'm from. And then my nan, she's kind of a fruit salad, so she's everywhere. So I got a touch of everything, but majority Mangayan and Itstaki with a sprinkle of everything else.
So when you describe fruit salad, bro, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but is it like a oak fruit salad or a Watties one? Because there's a taste between the two, eh? What sort of fruit salad?
Some Pams.
Yeah,
It's definitely real fruit.
Real fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
I like that. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful. Brother Julius?
Well, I think my name is as Cook Island as you can get, Julius Daniels. But my father's from Mangaya, my birth father's from Mangaya and Aitutaki. My mother's from Aitutaki, and Manikirakanga there as well on our on that side, and from Rarotonga, and my father's from Atiu as well. And then I'm lucky, because I got so many mothers and so many fathers in my life, and I've got a father that raised me. He's a Mangaian as well, and a Pāmati, and a Rarotonga. And then all my family come from all the Cook Islands, all the different Cook Islands. It depends. You wake up one day and, I want to be Aitutaki. And then the next day when the Aitutaki start making you mad, I'll be a Mangaian today because they got a lot of money. And then you wake up the next day and go, I don't want to be a Mangaian anymore. I want to be Atiu. So, that's the best thing about being like Rico's here at a fruit salad. You can pick and choose what you want to be. When everyone's talking about the Aitutaki people, you close your eyes and you pretend you're a Raro. But no one really likes being a Raro. So then you just say, I'm a Mangaian or I'm from
I've
Penrith.
noticed that, bro. There's not too many people who say they're from Raro, eh?
It's just because it's like it's like New Zealand and the Auckland thing. No one wants to say they're from Auckland, but everyone, you're from Auckland. Yeah. But you don't want to say you're from Auckland, so you just say you're from somewhere else. And that's the same thing for the Cook Islands.
So from Pokino.
Everybody's pretty much from Raro, but we don't want to be from Raro, so we come from everywhere else.
I hear. Love it. I suppose our true statement is our Cook Island community here in Tokoro is really strong. And obviously, Jules, with you play a big part in that, brother. Just share a little bit about that part you play in our community.
A big part for me is making sure that our Cook Islands community and our Cook Islands people know that the culture belongs to them. Doesn't matter you weren't brought up in it. Doesn't matter that you were brought up with Samoans or Māori and you weren't brought up as a Cook Islander. In your blood, run through your blood, it's a Cook Island. And so my job is to make sure that you know that. All you people out there, even you've got a great-great-grandfather, that's your only connection back to the Cook Islands, or even if you were brought up with Cook Islanders but you're a Pākehā or you're something else. If that culture runs through your blood or runs through your family, it belongs to you. And so it's our job to put that out to our community, put that back out to our people. In our job, you find a lot of these young people, when you ask them where do they come from, they don't know where they come from. They don't know who they are. And so a big part for me is making sure that our people know who they are. They know what their culture is. Part of that is being part of our church. Part of that is being part of things like Te Maivanui, the Upo Fellowship, all these other things out there. Cook Islands Language Week. Araura Day, there's so many opportunities for you to connect, which leads us into the theme for this week. Atu tui au ki te peo o tōku kāinga ipukaria. Connect me to my culture and tradition of my homeland. And so that's what we're doing here. That's what our job as Cook Islanders are. We could be the heartiest Cook Islander or the quietest one, but we make sure that that culture belongs to you and you embrace your culture. So that's part of what I like doing as well.
What about you, Mr. Rico, being the son of the very, very popular and famous Mai Tarai? Is it hard to walk in mum's shadow, or how is it for you? Tell the people.
Oh, it's a bit of both. It has its days where it's both positive and negative outcomes. Positive, it's beautiful. I love being the son of Mai Tarai and things that come with it. I also like kind of having like someone to follow, someone to help keep that culture pushing. And she's always been that person who can just walk into a room, light it up. So yeah, it's a good role model to follow by. The bad thing is I can never get away with anything. So I could mispronounce saying kia ora ana, she'll be on my case. Everyone will be, hey, I'm telling your mum on you. Then I get a talking to at home. So there's both positive and negatives, but I love it. I love it. And she is a powerful woman that I look up to.
That's awesome, bro. That's awesome. I noticed too through your younger days, performance, being a performer was part of your sort of growing up.
Yeah, things like that, I never ever got a choice, especially with church, like Tatau, Loto Tamaiti, coming back to Samoan. But yeah, I was always not forced, but just lightly guided with the helping hand of
gently
the Cook
push,
Islander.
gently.
Heavenly encouraged.
Heavenly encourages. Go and do it, son. I love you.
Oh, I love it, bro. I love it. So that means when you finally, because I hear you're popular with the woman, even though you declined that, or you say that's untrue. So because you're well known in Cook Island circles, taking a Cook Island girl home, it's got to be off the cards, huh?
Yeah, as much as I love the Cook Island beauty, just got to save the trouble. Don't want to go back and, hey, sup, cuz? We just want to avoid that, even though, hey, these islanders, they are beautiful. Go get you one. But yeah, for me, just to save the problem and the mana ta, just, sorry.
Hey, nothing like going to a, family reunion and, oh, is that your uncle?
Hey, we got the same t-shirt on. Oh, hey, we got the same colour t-shirt. What?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I want to ask both of you this question. What's it like for you personally being Cook Islander? I'll start with you, Jules. What does it mean? I know we've talked about what you do in the community, but if I'm to get really, really deep with you, what is it like being Cook Islander?
You know what I love about Cook Islanders, that attitude that we have, and it's not like an aggro attitude or anything. It's so carefree. Like, you know, they talk about island time. Cook Island people are the definition of island time. You waltz in and do what you can, and you waltz on out, and you don't care what anyone else has to say after that. So that's what I love about being a Cook Islander. We don't make any apologies for who we are and what we do, and we're quite confident in ourselves as we did that because we wanted to do that, and kia ora ana. So
Exactly.
that's what I love about
Exactly.
being Cook Island, yeah.
What about you, Rico? What do you love about being Cook Islander, my bro?
Yeah, it's hard to pin down one thing I love about being Cook Island, but if I had to say, yeah, Cook Islanders, just thumbs up.
I love it.
When the thumb is up,
Just like that.
that's it. If you know, you know.
Hey, we got to start that one. Hey, it's a new one. Hey, it's a Cook Island one. Hey, with the thumbs up.
If you know, you know.
I
That's all I'm
like
gonna
it.
say.
I like it. Hey, you know, this week I've caught up with some pretty cool Cook Islanders throughout the week. Obviously started the week with Papa Mac, and he sort of blew me away because he started talking Cook Island in our interview. So I just had to pretend I knew what he was talking about and nod my head and smile. But, you know, Cook Islanders, hey, and I suppose we could say all Islanders, but it is Cook Island Language Week. Cook Islanders in particular this week, when we talk about culture and you know, their immersement in their culture and their beliefs, family, etc., all starts from God, doesn't it? And all week, everyone I've spoken to, it always starts from God. Obviously, much is the same for you, Stu.
Oh, definitely. It's what it is. It is what it is when it comes to us and our things. We always start with God and end with God, and that's how it is. And a lot of people talk about the decolonisation and all of that stuff that everyone talks about and reclaiming back your indigeneity. But for us, God set it up for us, and so we accepted that. And so that's how we do things here in the Cook Islands, and that's how we've done things here in Tokoro, carried on that peel from the Cook Island to Tokoro, and we've just carried on with it. So, yeah.
Rico?
Brother pretty much got it.
All right, so let's talk about what you do. Obviously, you work for the South Waikato YMCA. Rico, I'll start with you. What do you do there?
So I run either two programs. I'm either with the YJ, helping those from coming from residents to try and get settle them into a normality, not what they're used to, but something new from like where we are now and going forward from there. So that's one of my first jobs. And my other job, I'm also with the Oscar team, which is the Little Tamariki. And yeah, I just love it. Go pick them up from school or before school, take care of them, get them breakfast, drop them to school, then do what we need to do. Then after school, pick them up, sing some songs, then yeah, see what the energy's like, and from there. Yeah, that's pretty much
Love
me.
it. And Jules, you're obviously the general manager for the South Waikato YMCA. Is that the right title? That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tell us, bro, how's that role been? Because you've been there for a while.
I've been there. I've been with the YMCA for about 10 years now. I've been running the Y since 2018, so what's that?
Yeah.
What,
5 years?
6 years now. My job, I always say to everyone, all these people, Rico, Kara, all of that lot, they're the hard workers, they do the heavy lifting. And my job is to make sure they got the equipment to do the heavy lifting. You know, they got the resources, they got the funding, they got the budget, all of that kind of stuff. And so I'm not really on the ground doing all that hard work, but without people like me and our leadership team, they can't do their job. And so it's sort of like they do all the heavy lifting. We make sure that they got the weights to do the heavy lifting, and they're actually equipped and all of that, do all their background work, and we work together
I like
to make
that,
it.
You make the toast, I'll bring the butter.
Yeah,
hey?
you know,
Hey?
that's pretty much how it works. No one's more important, even though my role is more important. It sounds more important, but really, without that lot doing the work, it's a waste of time me having a job. And without me doing my part, it's a waste of time them having a job. So that's the kind of culture we built up in the YMCA anyway, is that everyone's important, everyone plays their part, and me, I'm just the person to make sure that everybody is playing their part. That's my role as the general manager.
What about challenges, bro? What's one challenge that you have? I know there's probably plenty, but what's one challenge you can share with our viewers?
Is that people have to understand young people aren't the same every day, you know. Young people from 2018 are different to young people in 2020, and they're very different from young people
Ain't
in
that the
2023. And so this is only in a 5 to 6 year period, and there are different kinds of young people. That means that you can't set a program up in 2015 and think it's going to work right up until 2025. You've got to keep revisiting, keep going back to the drawing board. What worked back in 2015 ain't working in 2023, and sometimes the stuff that's working back in 2005, you've got to bring that back. So it's sort of like a cycle, and you've sort of got to have your thumb on the pulse and making sure that are we moving with the right... You don't want our development to be too far ahead for the young people, and you don't want them to be too far ahead from where we are, and it's sort of like playing that balancing game like a seesaw, so we get it right. Sometimes we don't always get it right, you know? And so those are some challenges. But the best thing for us is to acknowledge when we don't get it right, do something about it and move forward.
I like it. Now, if you didn't get that, Vano, just rewind it, okay? Rewind it and listen to it again. Listen back to it, you know? Because I say that to some people, Jules. Young people in 2008 aren't the young people that are out there today. And people look at you and go, hey, that's like only 5 years. I said, mate, it's whacked.
And some of those people in those decision-making circles, you know, because the thing is, me and you, we're not sitting up there. We're not sitting at Ministry of Youth Development divvying out the funds. We aren't those people, but the people that are up there probably been there for the last 20 years and keep doing the same thing and wanting us to make the same impact on young people.
No idea.
So,
no idea.
They're all different. It always changes. Sometimes we get it right. Most of the time we get it right. Sometimes we get it wrong. And it's just about us going back to the drawing board, getting it right for our young people and putting them first.
It's funny, I was sitting with a player last night. We were having dinner, having a bit of a chat. He just wanted to have a catch up. And we talked about, you know, this player was only 24. And we were talking about the clubs days, you know, when we used to have 60, 70 kids. And when he talked about it, you know, that's 8 years ago. And I remember that, you know, and you probably remember this too, Rico, just hordes of kids, you know, 4 or 5 hands. When we first started under Raukawa, and to look at where it's come and the change in youth, that's a great example. The world has changed, young people have changed, and only in a very short space of time. And some people just don't get it. Yeah. And if you don't get it, just punch yourself in the pants. Nice and hard, okay?
Knock yourself out.
Hey?
Uppercut
nice
yourself.
and hard. Let's talk about boys, free time. What do you do in your free time, Rico?
Well, I'm a strong ambassador of music. I love music in all types of forms, from country music all the way through. So you either catch me with a guitar in quiet space, or just listening to music, or just going for a drive. Nothing much, nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy?
Nothing fancy.
No subscriptions like Sky or anything like that?
Nah, no Netflix, no nothing. Just me, myself, and I.
I hear they've had a platinum one that's been on special recently.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Can we put that little picture in the corner when I say that? Oh, Jules, what about you, my brother? What do you get up to in your spare time?
Doc, I love walking, I love running, I love everything exercise.
I love it. Love it, eh?
Really, hanging out with my mates. Hey, you know who my mates are?
Oh, mate.
And then just imagine that. I feel like we're our own comedy show 24/7. If I could quit my job and do something, it would be a comedy show of all my mates and just making everybody laugh.
Actually, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
I
think about it like I should wear a hat with a video camera and just, video everything.
You guys, because that's one thing I haven't seen yet. There's always Samoans doing it all the time, Always, Tongans but an actual, bunch of Cook Island boys doing stand-up comedian.
I think the only down thing with that is that these Cook Islands got no remorse for anyone.
Yeah, nah.
That's what makes it funny though.
To us.
That's I just think that would be like you guys.
And we're the kind of no holds barred kind of guys, So if you open it up, that's it.
I love it.
and we all go in for that.
I'd manage man, and hook up all the gigs. I reckon it'd be funny because to be honest, that's sort of I don't know if I should say bucket list because that's being real, but You know, I've been trying to hook Mutts into the studio for years, eh?
I was even just before. I was trying to ring him up.
Years.
He's
He
on his
just
way
won't.
to Auckland, and I was like, "Come on, bro, we can go on the podcast, and then that's gonna set us up. Everyone's gonna think we're hilarious, and then
Like,
opportunities. Will
all of yous together would just be, you know, I'd love to have all of yous in one room. That would be, you know. The only reason I didn't ask Abel because he's been in here too many times now. Give it a rest, also. You just gotta, you know, share it around, share the love. But you guys would be like just.
So, but I just love hanging out with my mates. The other thing we like is going to our church. You know, there's always something happening at our church. The good, the bad, the ugly, it doesn't matter. We're there. And that's what I love about my church. You know, we can, there's some people doing not nice things in the front, and we can go in and purify ourselves, and we're all forgiven. And so, and everybody knows it. There's nothing hidden. It is what it is. And so that's why I love our church and doing the things that we do down there. Hanging out with our mamas and papas, learning all the things of our culture as well, because that's important. But bringing back to hanging out with my mates. Me and my mates, we enjoy music as well. String band, making each other laugh. We play a piano. If you know a piano, it's not a traditional keyboard. It's a different one. This piano's got a screen. And when you get 3 tigers on the piano, it plays a beautiful music, beautiful sound. And if it does 5 tigers on that piano, wow, how lucky you are.
Just like that.
Just like that. When the thumb is up.
Hey, but you know, we all need that type of relaxation,
Yeah,
eh?
of
Doesn't
course.
matter what it is, whether it's, you know, the free 5 tigers, the subscription, you know, or whatever. We all need, hey, the platinum. We all need, you know, we all need some type of, you know.
Main thing is if you can manage it. That's
Yeah.
what it is. You
Harder.
manage it, you limit yourself, you know your limits. And so that's why it's good to do it with your mates, because your mates are the best ones. When
Yeah.
you're out there and you're being a ning nong or a DH, they can say to you, hey, cut it out, that's enough. And then you can,
I was just thinking of a name of what I could call you. Hey, hey, the chocolate brownies. Hey, the chocolate chip cookies. Hey, can you imagine that tonight in Vegas on the Strip? Hey, the chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, see, I was straight to Vegas. See, I didn't go Auckland or
That's
Vegas.
right.
Straight to Vegas. Then we could go chase those 3 tigers afterwards. Oh, see that now that's a bucket list, eh? Vegas, wouldn't that be?
definitely, bro.
Hey,
We all need to get there. You know, I'm going to Hawaii. I'm on my way. So after we finish this up, I'm on my way to Auckland. I'm going to Hawaii.
you off to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh shucks, bro.
Yeah, jumping on the plane and I'm going. And now that happened, come up on my Facebook ads. You think it's a fraud or it's all crap, eh? And then the flight return was $1,200. You know, the flight to HW one way is about $1,400 these
hard,
days.
hard.
And I saw this flight $1,200 return from Auckland, Honolulu and back, plus insurance, plus your taxes, everything, $1,400. Easy. That was easy, boy.
Who you going with, bro?
So there's a wedding there.
Oh, okay.
So the Rotas, it's a Rota, you know, Rota
Yeah,
family.
yeah, yeah.
So one of our nieces in their family, they're getting married, and Api and them are going to be there. Selena
Wow.
Malik.
So how long are you going for?
I only go for a week.
Right.
Yeah. So in the, you know, it's right in the middle of Cook Island week, but you know the holiday's calling, and everybody. This is my call out to everyone. If the opportunity comes, go on a break. Take a break. The job's not going anywhere, and if it goes anywhere, it's all right. You can find another job. Chris Hopkins and them paying well at the moment on MSD, so you know you can come back, jump on, get hooked up with soup, get yourself on a bed of it, and reset again if you don't have your job.
I like the way. I like the way I'll tell you that Hawaii's one place I want to go for shopping. I love the shoes there in Hawaii.
You been?
No, but every time someone's gone there, I've said, hey, can you pick me up some shoes?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I just saw the ad on Facebook, 1,200 return, paid it. And so, I was, yes. And now I've been on TikTok checking everything out, what to do in Hawaii, all these different shopping places. A couple of the family that's Prino, they, you know, necklaces like this, you go buy them $10, $15, $20 in the Chinese shops around here, $1 over there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, just bring us back.
Yeah, bring back a
hey.
few, and I'll come open up my own weang and sell them for $10.
Hey, come open your own chocolate chip cookies. But yeah, no, I've always, because isn't shopping 24 hours over there as well, isn't it?
I'm not sure, man. I'll find out. When I
Yeah.
come back, I'll let everybody know.
Oh, I tell you. Oh, man, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yes, the break is definitely important.
Yeah.
Are you leaving?
I'm
Rico in charge of the.
Somebody's got to run the place, so I better leave Rico behind to do all that.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Boys, if, as we're coming to the end of our little short stint, this one will be a little short, and the next one will be a little bit longer. We might have some beers and, some, and, you know what I mean? Cards. Hey, that'll be a good one, eh? Cards, because, bit more, But as Cook Island boys, I'll ask you first, Rico. If you could change anything in the world today in favour of the Cook Island people, it can be anything. What would it be?
I'll maybe change all the Cook Islanders who play for the NRL. If you're a Cook Island descent, go play for Cook Island.
Hey.
We don't need you to play for New Zealand, Joseph Malu. But yeah, just something small that came to the top of my head first. So yeah, all your NRL players that come from the Cook Islands, go play for the Cook Islands.
I like that. They'd have a pretty good team too, just quietly, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
Easy.
Got V Holmes, all of them.
Yeah, hard out. Nah.
There's a few of the up and coming.
Klookstad. Hey, was it Klookstad? Is that the proper way you say his name?
Oh yeah, Nickel Klutstad.
Father, that's pretty cool. What about you, Jules? If you could change something in the world today, anywhere, what would it be?
My thing for our Cook Island people is what you see in front of you, that doesn't have to be what it is. There's a whole wide world out there. Don't be stuck to, this is all I know in my whole life, so this is all I'm going to do. Go out and check it out. Go be one of those Cook Island people running stuff in Dubai. Go and be those Cook Island people. I bet you nobody knew this. The Reserve Bank Governor, he's the guy that's in charge of all the money in New Zealand. He sets the interest rates. He's the reason why all of us paying high mortgage, all of that. Anyway, he's half Cook Island.
Oh, stop it.
He's half Cook Island. Adrian was his name. His father's Irishman and his mother's from Achu. So, the world is bigger than just St. Luke's BIC and the YMCA and Tokoro. There's a whole wide world out there for all our Cook Island, all our Pacific people to go out and check it out. And I've been a good example. I'm going to go check out Hawaii. First time I've been on a flight longer than 4 hours. So I'll go check that out for all of us. But, if you got it, you got the opportunity, throw some money at a flight and go and...
Yo, are you going Hawaiian?
Yourself. Yeah.
Are you going Hawaiian Airways?
Hawaiian Airlines.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently I've been told that too. Yeah. That's the one to go on. They got a little bit of extra wiggle room. I was told that too. So
yeah, I was a bit smaller when I went to Hawaii. I didn't need enough. I had enough wiggle room with anyone.
The stories are true. The stories are true. Right. Hey, boys, before I let you go, Cook Island Language Week, I want to play a little game with you. Hey, just an off-the-cuff game.
Easy.
All right. So, what is it? I was going to say hot fire. We call it hot fire anyway. Hot fire would do. What's the word I'm looking for? Rapid fire, hot fire. See? Lucky I got hot. See, because too busy thinking of as a subscription, eh? Hot fire. Hot fire. Rapid fire, boys. Okay? So, rapid fire works. I'll chuck out a couple of things. You pick one or the other. All right? Okay? All good?
Yeah.
All right. So, obviously, I've got to put our sponsors in today. Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Thank you. Thank you to Coca-Cola for the sponsorship today. Don't forget that keyword. Just rewind it. Have a look. It's at the beginning of the podcast. All right. Lightning Link or old school?
Lightning Link for me.
Oh, I love the old school.
Hey, I reckon too, eh?
Yeah.
Like you win more on the old school, eh?
Old schools. Lightning Link is good for, like how we talked about changing young people, and so changing people like different things. But there's nothing wrong with the old school and the Jack and the Beanstalk or the Triple Tiger.
Blue Moon, eh?
Yeah, Blue Moon. What's even the scales, eh?
Yeah. Hey,
and if you don't know what we're talking about, you don't need to know.
Hey, Google it. Hey. I like it. All right, Burger King, McDonald's.
Macca's.
McDonald's, but I like the Burger King ice cream, so
What's your go-to at Macca's, Rico?
Depends, because the only reason I say the McDonald's is because it's open 24/7. So after some after our activities with the bros and some friends, it's hungry. Burger King's closed, so I'll just go Macca's and just get a family share box, because I love to share with the family. It's not just for myself.
I got to ask you, McDonald's has gone smaller, eh?
Oh, yeah.
It has.
And lighter.
It has.
Like, I know the buns, but I just feel like it's...
Bro, the triple cheeseburgers these days, eh? They're like just those little skinny patties, a little bit of cheese.
It's like a slider, eh? It's like a slider. You just put it all in your mouth in one go.
Now they're in the papers, so saying something.
It's
They
like, you
pretty
know,
much
just gotten lighter, just
outed
gotten
themselves.
small. I know. Actually, what we're talking about, Macca's, there's one Pākehā guy, young fella on the drive-through, very polite. And even when you put your order through, before you go and pay it, he still says, have a good night. I'm going to see you again, bro. I'm going to see you again. But I don't know what it is, but I love it. I just love it how he's just always, you know, really polite, and you put your order through. Is that the lot? Yes, it is. Oh, have a good night. I'm coming, bro. Coming to see you, bro. My man. Hey. Keep him on. Keep him on. Don't you know? Hone, look after. He's the man. All right. Big one. KFC, CFC.
Oh.
Nah, CFC.
Ooh.
I reckon if CFC and KFC swap chickens, then CFC would go out of business. So that's, I think for if you're feeding the whole family, then of course KFC. But if you're really trying to just treat yourself and a friend, then CFC.
Well, I think Jules is going to go the other way.
I'm on the fence with that one. Yeah, the chicken is good at CFC, but I'll get my chicken from CFC and I'll get my chips from KFC and the gravy. Imagine the CFC chicken. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah. Oh, like
the
that.
CFC chicken with the
the
gravy from the KFC.
For me, I mean, I love CFC.
Yeah.
But it's just that taste you get from KFC, like you can't get anywhere.
You can't, yeah.
Like even if I get a fresh bunch, bucket of chicken that's just been made, and you put it on your steamed rice and all the juices and the fat just drips. Oh, see, the problem with CFC chicken doesn't drip. That's me anyway. Doesn't drip, eh?
Doesn't drip.
Doesn't drip.
Lick my lips.
But it's nice though. But you know, they're both. Yeah. Someone said to me this week, CFC daytime, KFC at night time. So, you know.
CFC is only really a morning thing for those from Tokoro.
But see, here's what I think. If I owned CFC, it'd be open till 10 o'clock at night. I don't know why they haven't caught on to that, you know.
I'd close it in the afternoon, open back up at night time, but everyone then goes out.
Why wouldn't you? Like, that's just the gold mine. Have people not seen the lines at KFC at night? I mean, I go to Sharks training on a Wednesday and I drop Alana to the Samoan Hall for her dance at 5:45 or 5:45. Mate, the line's already, and even then, trying to get past us aggressive, just trying to push in. Dude, I'm going to get it far. I'm waiting for someone to go past the line, turn around, and come and indicate left. Hey, got to give way. Waiting for someone to think that I'm going to do that one day just to be that guy. Get it on, indicate left and see what happens then. Just imagine that KFC rage. Mind you, I must say it's about time they fixed their drive-thru. It was shit all this time. Now they've got a proper one where you don't get wet. It's got a, All right, let's get to the seafood, boys. All right. Mussels, scallops.
Mussels.
Mussels. Is there a certain way? Raw mussels? What about you, bro?
Half cook, eh?
Half cook?
Just open up shell because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And then you eat it like
nice.
that.
So you're straight out the ocean, eh?
Raw, lemon.
Yeah. How do you like your oysters?
Raw.
Raw again too?
Yeah.
Can't open the oyster shell, eh? Sometimes people, when they go up north, they come and drop me oysters and I can't open them, eh? No, you just get no, you don't, bro. You just put it in the microwave. Put it in the microwave, put it there for 30 seconds and it opens. Didn't know that. But that's the hardest to open, oysters, eh? Oysters. All right. Raw fish or surimi salad? Yeah.
A good raw fish, it depends who makes the raw fish though, eh, bro?
Some people can make a foul raw fish, eh?
Bro, I went to something around here and they put a cream in the raw fish. It was a cream like a cooking cream.
Yeah.
And I was looking at this going, who does that? But I don't know, maybe that's the actual thing, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know some people that do it.
Yeah.
I think you got to get the balance right, eh?
Yeah,
they mix it with the coconut cream, but if you put too much cream, it becomes too rich.
Or if you overcook your fish, put too much lemon, it kills the fish.
Yeah,
and,
all that sort of stuff, but yeah.
And salmons, salmons make a little bit of a better raw fish in a Cook Island. Cook Island raw fish is all right, eh? The best kind of raw fish is just straight from the ocean, cut it up and put the lemon on, like how those men eat it.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I remember when I first started getting into raw fish, my dad made a raw fish out of snapper.
Yeah.
I grabbed it, went to, hey, Dad, man, it's still got the bones on it now.
Yeah.
That's the best, that's how we eat it. So,
just cut the fish up, put the lemon on, and then that's your raw fish. But the salmons, if you make a pretty one, the salmon make a better one than some of these Cook Islanders, right?
Yeah.
But that's just my own opinion.
I've tasted some raw fish with Best Foods mayo, chili, mixed in the sauce, a little bit of chili.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, anything different is good when you first taste it. Just depends. Is it still good 5 times down the line? But yeah, I've tasted that. But for me, I think the secret to the raw fish, when I make it anyway, obviously the right balance of lemon and don't leave it too long. But I reckon, man, when you slice up red onion, that just gives the raw fish just a new. Some people use normal onion or spring onion. I don't use any of them. Just red onion. Red onion just gives it that. Yeah, just gives it that nice. Yeah.
And then with the surimi salad, because that depends too how people make that.
Yep.
Some people mix the best foods with the coconut cream.
Yep.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, see. A little bit of sweet chili too. A little sweet chili. Oh, bro. Oh, we need to get sponsored by a seafood company. Coke, man. Do you do seafood? Oh, golly gosh. All right, there, boys. Let's move off. Oh no, one more food question. All right. Griffin's chocolate chip or Cole's chocolate chip?
Nah, Coles is
Coles?
better. Yeah.
I'm not picky at all.
Yeah, whatever. Eh?
Nah, you see the Griffin ones these days. Depends. Griffin's back in 2000, eh? Yum.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Wholesome. Now,
It's gotten real.
it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's not powdery, but you know what I mean?
And it's really
like
hard.
that.
It's really hard, eh? Yeah, I know. 2000 used to
Coles
be.
one- But the Coles one, back when we were a young person going back to Australia, visiting the family, you're always looking for the Coles cookies. And then even now, people are still bringing Coles
Still
cookies.
bringing them back.
Still taste the same.
I heard some place here sells them.
They do down at Fergie Bake,
Fergie.
Fergie
Dairy.
Dairy.
They sell
They sell
Coles.
them.
Fergie, hey?
What are they doing? Importing.
Must be.
Well, I just seen it, because Fergie, YMCA stopped there, give me an up and go to go to work. And
Actually, it's funny. You know how they had that thing on TikTok with the fruit wraps and the ice cream?
oh yeah.
Fergie's the only place that sells those fruit wraps. You can't buy them in the supermarket. My baby told me that. We're looking at stuff, but Fergie, they sell it. So there's a few things that Fergie sell, and obviously Tainui must sell it too, because the same fella owns both dairies. Eh? So there you go. Interesting. All right, boys. Soap or body wash?
Body wash.
Nah, soap.
Soap.
Yeah.
I like it. McLean's, Colgate.
Colgate.
Colgate. It's the best, eh?
Yeah.
We grew up with McLean's.
Oh, eh?
Yeah, don't know why. Maybe it's because it was the cheapest one.
I think so.
I don't know why. Both my parents had a job. No. It's brought up the Samoan way. Even though you got 2 jobs, you still, budget. Still on a budget.
Yes.
Hey, that's how you buy your car and your house. You budget. Need to learn that one. Eh? Okay, boys. 1 ply, 2 ply, 3 ply.
3.
The more the ply, the happy the guy.
Hey, the more the ply, the happier the guy. I like that. Hey, I got the 9 ply.
Plywood. Just a plywood.
Scruncher, wrapper, folder, boys.
I'm a folder.
I don't know. Is that if I'm in a rush, it's just grab and go. If I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not doing anything, yeah, I'll take some time for it.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I
That's
actually,
good.
I thought of my, peaceful, relaxing time in the wharepaku, just nice.
But
man,
if you run home from work because you don't want to go down the YMCA toilet, you don't want to run down the stairs and run back up, so you jump back in your car, go home, but then that's just a scratch.
Do you play your PS4 in the toilet?
No.
You got a long lead. You just, oh no, it's there's no lead. I like that one. You got a mirror there before you.
No, what I do is I Skype my phone on the toilet
like it.
and just.
Hey, I like that, mate. Do you get the old Rico? How long are you gonna be in there for? Get off your PS4.
Now we have allocated times. Got to keep that balance in the household.
Hey, since I asked you that, then, boys, because I've got plenty of different answers when I ask people this. So, you guys said you're a scrunch, whatever you are. So, what is it, front or back?
You have to go front. Oh, look at me. You have to go.
Hey,
You can't go front. Bring it to the front. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Just do the maths, family. Just do the maths.
I like that.
If you're wiping from the back to the front, where's it going?
Oh,
Hey,
it's getting blocked.
it's going where? So if you want it up there, go hard. But if you go from the front to the back, look, what's behind you? Nothing.
Arpita told me it depends whether he's in a rush. Hey, whether. Okay.
That's not the right answer, bro. There's only one right answer. I don't know what anybody
Rico,
else
front or back?
I'm a back, but due to my injuries of legs, I've broken my legs a few times where I had to learn how to do it both ways. So
Wow.
when
true.
I dinged my Achilles at the start of the year, so I couldn't really lean onto my leg.
Wow,
So
I didn't figure that.
I had to learn both ways, and the trick is you don't swipe when you're coming from the back to the front. You don't bring it all the way. You just stop where you're cleaning. Boop, stop, drop, stop, drop,
Stop, drop,
and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll. I like that
He
one.
gets a shower after
like
he watches from this. He's lying to you people at home. He doesn't stop and drop. He stop, drop, and then turns the shower on and off the shower.
Can we get some photos of it? When we produce this, can we get some, Hey, wow, that's crack up. That's funny, bro. That's crack up. I like that. I like it. Thank you for the explanation. Because I always wondered, because he's right-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wonder what would happen if I break my right hand. Like that must be, you must go through a few showers practicing. You know what I mean? Because the left hand is, that's just, whoa.
I haven't even tried, Like,
Nah, me neither.
wouldn't even. But I think that's a good idea.
Just try.
You got to practice.
Maybe before you have your shower, you just try with your left hand.
If anything goes wrong, you can just jump straight in the shower.
Oh, boys. Last question, boys. The grand finale, we've saved it right till the end. Okay? Men, women, or both?
Wait, what's the question?
He wants to know who subscribes to your opinion. Is it men, is it women, or is it both?
I love the look. You got the look. Hey?
Well, I think Doc's asking who subscribes to your premium account. Is it men, is it women, or is it both?
Hey, Rico's like, both. I like it.
hey, to be honest, if men ain't hitting on you, then you haven't made it, brother.
I like it. Oh, jingus. What a way to end the podcast, Lee. Men, women, or both. There you go. Whānau, you can make up your own mind. Even you at home, men, women, or both. It's entirely up to you, These days, you got to be open to anything. That's the world we live in, boys. That's the world we live in. But, boys, awesome to have you along this week. Cook Island Language Week for our podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, thank you. I love
Boys,
this.
can we please do it again soon?
Yeah, of course. And to everybody out there that's listening, thank you for getting a part of our Cook Islands Language Week activities. Thank you for dressing up and wearing your different coloured flowers and selling all the flowers out from Wuhuang and all those Asian shops in town. That's a real thing too. Last Cook Island Language Week, we went to go get some flowers for the A's and everybody else had bought them all out for their Kia Orana days at their work and their school. So thank you to everybody that's really embracing our Cook Islands culture. Remember, it's not just a 1 week thing. Do it every day. We can be Cook Island to the world all day, every day. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Vish.
All good. Rico? Hey? There we go, Vibers. That is episode 9 of the podcast. My thanks to both Julius and Rico for joining me this week. We'll be back for another episode of the podcast real soon. Till then, kia ora.